Welcome back to week number 15. Jill, last week you bought Lululemon. Okay, that explains that. Last week I bought Bitcoin, and I think it's up a little bit from last week. I know it was higher, but today it actually went down pretty. I think it's like 3 or 4%. So there's quite a few things that are coming for the Bitcoin trade for me. But last week, Jill continued to go green. I believe this week she's even more green. But let me go ahead and ask Jill, what did you do this week? Anything exciting or just the same?
I just did the standard buy, but I am surprised I'm green this week after how terrible Lulu treated me this week.
I think it's gone straight down since you bought it.
It has gone straight down. In fact, in my portfolio for my all-time gains, it is my worst performer.
That was fast.
Yep, went straight to the bottom.
1 week, are you gonna give up on it?
No.
You still have, I think, 11 sells left on the year, so you have quite a few options.
No, I really just don't feel like Lulu's going anywhere. Just
bad timing?
Just bad timing, so I'm gonna hang on to her.
Sounds like a plan.
She's done me dirty, but we're gonna hang on.
That's the way it goes sometimes. You can't win them all right off the bat, can you? I mean, you are still crushing it, but we'll go over that a little bit later. This week, I actually did quite a bit. So I went ahead and actually sold IMAX. I think it was a small gain, but the thesis there I think is gonna take a little bit too long. And while I think IMAX movies will still be a thing, I just wanted to move on to something else. So
does this have to do with you asking me to go to a movie and I said no?
I don't know, maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously, I think that's it.
Yeah, what did I want to go see? Civil War, but yeah. I don't know, maybe that's a subconscious thing. But with that sell, I went ahead and put that money into probably something that's even a little bit more high risk, but it's in a field that I'm interested in, is quantum computers. So I went with QBTS, so it's a quantum computer stock. Very high risk, it could go down 50% at any point, but it's something that I would rather kind of move into instead of the IMAX trade. Also, I sold Grow Generation. It was up, I think like 20 or 15% at one point, but I actually sold it for a small loss. I sold it on a small loss today because some earnings on one of the leading marijuana names was not very good. So kind of ditched that one. Like I said at the beginning, it was kind of a trade, but I let it go a little bit too far. Should have taken the 20% on that one. But for the week, I actually also used my double shot.
Oh.
I used that on Monday, and with that, I bought more Bitcoin.
Remind the viewers, how many double shots do we get?
You get one every month.
Okay.
So I have used mine for April. I used it pretty much right out the gate.
Okay.
So it's the double shot is $50 extra once a month into whatever name you want. So it's kind of like, oh, I've saved money on coffee, but I'm gonna add a little bit more because I have some conviction on something.
Okay.
So I think for most people, $5 a coffee a day is a generous, not a generous amount, it's a very small amount. So if you're feeling like I bought something and I like it a little bit more, it gives you the ability to buy a little bit more. So it's not like a rule or anything, it's just something we added to spice things up a bit. Spice things up a bit! And then for the sells on Grow Generation and the buy that I did today, so I grouped both of those together, so I think it was like $97, I bought Nike. So Nike is coming out with an interesting yet very nerdy shoe. I'll put it on the screen. It's the 404 Error shoe. It's very lame. I showed Jill, but
I like it.
Something hit with me as far as it was like the blue screen of death and a 404 error when you go to a web page and it doesn't exist. So that was my choice for the week. Anything else that you want to talk about for the week? I know that you were scared just this morning because stuff was down a lot.
Yes.
But was that because just Lululemon or other names?
When I looked at Lulu earlier this morning, I saw a negative $21 and I almost panicked. Like the whole sell out of fear thing, it got real close. But at least now I think I'm only down $3.50, something to that nature after the market closed. But yeah, I do have more to add because you still don't know what I bought this week.
Oh, you're right. What did you buy?
You just got so excited about all your stuff.
I had so much stuff going on that I totally forgot about that.
So I bought a company called Middleby Corporation.
What? I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so to be fair, I don't know if it's middle buy or middle B. It's Middleby.
Middle B?
Middle B?
I don't know, we'll have to look.
Middle buy? Middle B. But it is the corporation that owns things like Viking ranges, kitchen appliances, their residential and commercial grills, kitchen things.
I need to know the thought process for why you chose this one, because this one's kind of out of left field.
This is weird. This is weird for me, considering I just bought Lululemon because I thought people would be working out for summer. I have been obsessing over what? Recently, I asked
appliances, meat, appliances.
One thing went on my wish list.
A grill.
A Schwank grill. If you don't know it, look it up. It gets up to 1,500 degrees and cooks a steak in 3 minutes, and it's what like a lot of restaurants will use, and that's why restaurants always have the best tasting steaks, because they can cook at such a higher temperature than weekend standard. So I have wanted this grill and I've been obsessing about it. So I looked to see if they were public, and they were not. So
you went with a competitor.
I was along those lines of like really cool kitchen grills. They also make, I can't remember the other name, but they do like smokers, things like that. So it's kind of in the same ballpark. But yeah, Viking's a big name, obviously. Like
Traeger is also public.
I know. I thought about Traeger earlier in the week, and I decided against it.
Interesting.
Because I have been offered a Traeger grill every single time I've walked into Costco, and I was like, nope, I want a Schwank grill.
Interesting choice. So this week, Jill is currently at 11.48%, which is up but it's up about 0.5% from last week. So again, she is still green. So I don't know why you were panicking this morning, but anyways.
I saw a big negative number.
Her total amount is now $952.25, which means next week, provided the market doesn't go down, you'll be over $1,000, and you will have beat me to $1,000.
And we still need to know what you guys think we should do to celebrate my 1,000.
Well, they only have a week, so.
So comment.
I am for this week down 11.7%, so just a little better than last week, but not a lot. I used my double shot this week, so I did add $50. My total amount is $915.02. So I think that about covers it for this week. If you guys have any questions, let us know. If you have any suggestions for what Jill said earlier about grills, let us know.
Or what we should do when I hit $1,000.
Exactly, that as well. So have a great week.